typo, you filthy-minded. Disgusting. Peepus. Alright, I don't remember where I went last time. Oh, but there's blue over here, which makes me think... Right. That we probably have a piece of me in here. It's already laid all these eggs. When they hatch... Can't even imagine what's gonna happen to the tower. Yeah, I could see my bit down here. There we go. Where am I? Yes, it was Green Battle. No, this is a mistake. Don't continue. I can feel this power. There's no way we can control this. As a reminder, whenever we pick up a piece of ourselves, it seems like we get memories of... Oh no, I forgot her name. A lady whose name I forget. Who was working with the two scientists, three scientists really. There was the director, who I believe dies in the prologue at some point. Then there's guy who clearly they were like kind of a thing together, and their best friend who betrayed them. And then later on, a guy who was close with her murdered a lot of people in an act of revenge. Oh no, you know what? Oh, hey, look at. Well, that works for me. Explore. Now you're all caught up. What are we gonna do? The important subjects are all down there in the lower levels, especially the chimeric subjects. They were able to coexist with the native plants. If we have data from those guys, we might be able to find a method to be immune from the spores. That didn't work out. Spoilers. Alright, we got two enemies to the right there. I wonder if we could do something with that spinning fan there. It's Wugu Hardwood. Food. Dula needs food. Dula eats sky people. Sky people? Tower has many sky people. Gotta rip off a lot of heads. I also wanted to explore over there a little bit. No, those are clearly background elements. We'll be okay. We don't need those. Dula, protector. Dula will heal. Needs more food. Needs more sky people. Sky people. Free range, organically grown sky people. What? An outbreak in the lower levels? Damn it, we were so close, and now this happens. The research files are still down there? Those are our best chances of getting back to the original time-space continuum. No, I'm going back down. Do they live in Cloud City? I mean, there's nothing to say they don't. We don't know what the bottom of Cloud City looks like. Alright, up there is death. Duly noted. Woo! Really should be dead there. Alright, out of curiosity. No, it's definitely just spikes. Uh-oh, the tools are still down there, but the system already has the place on full lockdown. Let's pretend I fixed it up. We're going to eventually abandon this ship anyway. No use patching a sinking ship. Might as well go back. Wouldn't want to miss the escape pods. Didn't quite work out for him. Mo? Oh god. What we got here is a new mechanic. Press the jump button or dash button to blow out air and move around. Press A to deflate all the air and return to your normal state. Creedmoor! How's it going, Creedmoor? This is Astray. It's a post-apocalyptic, pretty dark storylined platformer. Oh, this plant's making you float. Pretty handy. If we ever see him again, we could feed him some more. We can use this to our advantage, I mean. The story as we know it so far is a spaceship orbiting an alien planet was doing experiments. Something went terribly wrong and they crashed on the planet, perhaps in a different time-space continuum. The three major leads on the project were the director and the two scientists underneath the director. Those two scientists were kind of disagreeing on their methods, to the point where the villain of the piece apparently murdered and used the girlfriend of the other guy as an experiment, and that is who we're playing as. We're playing as that lady. This is what we ended up as. Like, we're currently on a process of collecting our previous memories and thoughts and piecing the story together as we go. The friend of ours, who clearly was in love with us after that experiment, is responsible for a lot of the problems going on because they walked into the room with the other scientist with a gun and just murdered the hell out of him, and also broke the containment vessel with all the alien spores in it, thus causing a plague of sorts. So it's Ghostbusters? I don't see the parallel there. I think we need a floaty plant to do this. Same story, different planet. See, I'm trying to remember, like, where those parallels would be. We have, guy in the No, wait, that's the second movie. With the painting. Or is that the first movie? Oh my god, both movies blend together in my head a little bit. Now, the painting was the first one, right? No, because the painting was with the baby, so that's the second movie. So the first one is guy trying to help an ancient god come back. So you have the key and the key master. Oh my god. I should rewatch Ghostbusters, apparently. I think I can sense you closing in, Mo. We finally returned to the point before we fell all the way down. Only difference is, this is on the other side. Alright, I could probably get up there. Ghostbusters 2016. Oh, you were making things up! Don't try to rationalize it. I mean, I tend to try and figure out exactly what people are talking about when they say things like that. Because I enjoy movies a lot. I'm like, oh, parallels. I like looking into parallels. The problem was I couldn't figure out the parallel here. What? Oh, come on! The stupid thing rotated gently as I was in the process of moving, and therefore I died. I mean, Ghostbusters 2016 also wouldn't quite work out there either. But now that I know it was all a joke, that makes a lot more sense. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go down. That's clearly where we're meant to be going. Lord. Ah! Slimer is the only parallel. Alright, I'll accept Slimer. Ooh. I swear to God. No! Whenever I'm, like, coming back to a game after a few days off, the timing for button presses will always be a little off for me. There we go. As expected. It was a coming from the bottom as a floaty boy kind of thing. It doesn't look like we get smaller as we use this ability, so I think we're safe. Whee! If they ever make a good Ghostbusters movie and it gets streamed, I will find some ecto cooler and sip it while I watch. Hey, you can always go back and rewatch the first movie. That's a good Ghostbusters movie. I think we could go through that hole up there. Nope. Ah, I can never tell what is a hole or what is merely a black element on the foreground. If they make a good Ghostbusters game. I mean, I didn't play too much of it, but that game that came out a few years ago apparently was okay. It was largely an adaptation of the original Ghostbusters 3 script, even. The one that Bill Murray refused to participate in. I think because of rumored fights with Ramis, which is sad because Harold Ramis was kind of great. Took until my favorite character, the actor who portrayed him, was dead for Bill Murray to agree to be in a third movie. Which will always bug me a little bit. Not to mention he was a big part of the writing team. No, we can't find any signs of monsters around here. This place is full of danger. We'd never get through here without that plant. I mean, it's already a plant. Ghostbusters TV show? Which one? There's so many Ghostbusters TV shows. So many in this case will be played by the part of the number 2. Alright, I didn't see any secrets down here. No, we're good. Whoa! Came out of nowhere! Oh, sweet Lord. I can't hold my breath any longer. I'm looking pretty bad here. He participated in Ghostbusters 2, which was a shit show. Why pass on a third? Couldn't be any worse. Good point. I did see the Groundhog's Day commercial during the Super Bowl. Not the weirdest commercial. I gotta say the weirdest commercial was that friggin' Bryan Cranston recreating a scene from The Shining. That was probably the weirdest goddamn commercial. Oh no. Hey, I made the right choice. I saw the blue. Give me my piece. It was pretty good. Sirius! That was the name of the bad scientist. We can't just ignore Jeremiah's decision. If this goes on, WB Lab is no different from Mantis. There's still a chance for us to stop them. Oh wait, no, Sirius was the nice guy. As long as we come up with a better method before they begin their research, that way they won't need to continue. I like the Mr. Planner survived by the Kool-Aid Man. As always, I enjoyed Charlie Day, just being Charlie Day. I love Charlie Day. He's great. Oh no, wait! Ah, I thought it was in a safe zone. Alright, box 1. Box 2. No one cares about box 3. Alright, it's just a middle and the right. Which means we're now safe. What happened just then? Count Hella Ramus could have walked on camera, dropped his pants, and shown us his nutsack, and would have been better in Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, 2 wasn't great. Like, it wasn't a terrible, terrible movie. I've certainly seen worse movies in my day. Oh, it was the goo! That's what killed us before. Didn't even notice that the first time. No way! Where'd we stumble into? Oh, Charlie Day is my favorite. I didn't actually hate the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. Most of my issues with it were... it wasn't a good movie overall. Like, there were some writing issues and pacing issues I had with it. And a lot of the comedy struck me as a little bit lazy. But overall, like, I had fun with it. And that's all I really ask out of a movie that is part of a franchise that's been going on for years. Like, as long as I have a good time. As long as I have fun, I'm not bored. You've done a decent job. But I'm not one of those irrational, oh my god, it ruined my childhood people. Like, movies get remade all the time. There's new versions, old versions, but the old versions always stick around. It's not like they're ruined just because they made a new thing. So I've always been of that opinion when it comes to remakes. My one exception is I get annoyed when foreign language movies get remade in English. It's like, come on, the original was so good, it happened last year. Just because people are too lazy to read subtitles doesn't mean we need another version of this movie. I always feel like it cheapens the foreign language version, which should be seen. As the director of Parasite put it, a half an inch is all that stands between people and good movie experiences. They just need to get over that half inch. Half inch, of course, being the little bar of subtitles at the bottom. You haven't really watched any movies in the past few years? I watch a lot of movies. I really enjoy seeing movies, I love talking about movies, I love pitching new movie ideas to me and Andrew. We do that together all the time. Yeah, Mr. Peanut, like a baby Groot, is now a baby Mr. Planner's Peanut. Want to see a dubbed version of Look Who's Back? The dinosaur movie? Which for years, for some reason, I had a false memory that it was like a weird Christian propaganda movie. I was like, let me Google this. I don't know where this thought's coming from. Still don't know where that came from in my head, but don't really think that's the case. I'm able to move the clouds around by poofing on them, but I can also see enough that I don't really need to worry. Alright, looking for the telltale signatures of my goo. Can't get into a movie, you have to focus on reading it at the same time. I've never had that particular problem, personally. Malfunction? No, someone tampered with the systems here. Who did it? Had to be that guy, or else things wouldn't have gone this bad. Can only switch the manual, huh? It was blood, my blood. Why is my nose bleeding all of a sudden? Richard Duffy. Didn't make it. But again, I grew up watching a lot of anime, so subtitles have been second nature to me for years and years and years. Button. The German movie where it's modern day and Hitler just appears and has to deal with modern Germany. It's a comedy. I am unfamiliar with this one. Sounds like a good concept, though. Yeah, but it's super dangerous, so don't get too into it, lady. Oh, that's Look Who's Back, not the dinosaur movie. The dinosaur movie is Wereback, isn't it? Yes, it's Wereback. I'll have to look into this Look Who's Back movie. Sure saved us some time. I don't think I need to interact with that box anymore. Alright, so that's like dangerous exhaust, I see. We can move that around. Interesting. Jimmy, how's it going? You prefer movies with subtitles and closed captions? You feel like it reinforces things for you and makes sure it doesn't miss anything? I can see that. If it's an English language movie, I often don't want subtitles because I can find them distracting. I will always look for differences between the spoken word and the read word. But foreign language movies, I vastly prefer subtitles over anything else. Because then if it's dubbed, I have the problem where I'm like, I can see their mouths not lining up the right way. It's on Netflix, it's in German and only subtitled. Sounds good to me, I'll have to check that one out. I'm currently trying to catch up on Archer, a show that I'm like 3 seasons behind on. Interesting. So it's not that I'm supposed to use this to block the— oh! I'm a dummy dum-dum. Way faster to kill myself. Aha! There we go. Did everyone enjoy football's birthday yesterday? For those of you that participate in that particular holiday? No signs of any monsters. Alright, what do we got? Spiky. Strong winds, lasers, electric current. Possible to get through here without equipment. Alright, the button press for that is over there, I believe. Oh, did you watch the Mr. Planners comes back from the dead advertisement just now? Alright, we got that picked up. I feel like this is where we want to place it. Wirt, how's it going, Wirt? Oh, you saw the Baby Groot version of Mr. Peanut.
Hello there.
Oh, how's it going there? Hello there. Interesting. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. You're doing good? I'm glad you're doing good. Hood! Aha! Nailed it. Ooh, there's a body down here. Impossible. Even if we had every engineer, there's no chance we come out with a redesign for the circulation system in such a tight time span. We could only try and push the gases out of the ship. Gotta hurry, it's only a matter of time before it gets here. It got there, though. That's the problem. Road ahead is filled with these tunnels. We'll get out of here in no time. Yeah, you're not, you know, puzzle solving like I am, lady. We still don't know who the voice is. It could be an alien, it could be like another form of us. It could be our buddy who shot up the joint. We don't know who this voice belongs to. Alright, so that turns off the wind for a brief window of time. And then it stays red. That's unexpected. That wind is safe. Making a pulled pork sandwich, delicious. Alright, wind turns off. Switches to upward wind. I want right-facing wind. Which this should be. So that pushes that there. Now upward wind. And now left. Oh no, it's gonna push it back to where it was. Oh. Alright, I understand. Going to fresh time? Sounds like a restaurant of some kind. There we go. I think I want the wind to be like that. There we go, and now we want up. Bam. It's a grocery location. Sounded very similar to a vegan vegetarian restaurant that's not too far away from where I am. Alright, and we know what this one does. Turns the wind on. Now we ride the wave, baby. It's a clever name. You have a restaurant by you called Time on Your Side. Fresh Side is what it's called over here. Very important power source. Alright, upward winds. I'm assuming we're gonna want to take this with us. Oh! Ah! Crushed myself. Definitely want to wait for the wind to turn off. It's a pulled pork sandwich on a hamburger bun with Carolina barbecue sauce. That does sound like a pulled pork sandwich, yes. Look at those lasers. Alright, not sure what this is for. Pretty sure we know what we gotta do here. Oh. Alright, gotta wait for it to come back up. We go to Fresh Side sometime? Sure. Like I said, not 100% sure it still exists, but if it does, I have no problems going there. Went there years ago. Oh no! I actually fell asleep. Where'd all these blankets come from? Best check and see if the viscosity of the liquid has... Oh, Director, forgive me, I didn't notice you there. No, you didn't wake me? Director Greenbell, you helped me organize all this data? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. Schlort. Collecting all my parts, parts. I wish we could interact with stuff like this, but all we can interact with are corpses. Want more information? The onion straws in your pulled pork sandwiches? Oh, hell yeah. Onion straws, onion strings, as long as they're nice and crispy, good stuff. The fluids in these pipes. They've been pumping out since the last time I came here, and they show no signs of stopping. Alright, that makes a little clone. Which means we're gonna need this guy. It's a matter of trying to figure out how we're gonna use him. I think in order to get him anywhere, though, we're gonna have to move this box. Interesting. I don't know if I can get him out of there. Because he can't do... Oh, this is a platform I can land on. Never mind, that's not too hard anymore. It's actually become slightly harder. Krios, how's it going, Krios? Unsure about how to get this little jelly friend out of there. Because the clone doesn't have any of my powers. So that's like the maximum distance we could leap. Means I need to be able to... Oh, I think I see. And I'll die if I want to. No one tells me what to do. Alright, it's a matter of putting the box on the button. Turns off the wind. Oh ho ho! Well, that makes it very easy to move the boy. Question is, what am I moving this boy around for? Oh my god, I killed him! I killed my boy! It was young and innocent. He didn't deserve that.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. How's it going? Alright, we need to bring the boy back to life. Which means I need to switch the wind current. I'm always afraid that I'm going to bounce off and slam into the spikes. Don't tell people what to do. You're perfectly capable of saying hi, Wirt. You could do it on your own. Alright, baby. Alright. Need to make sure this guy is not on the top. Hi! We all said hi already. I don't know what you're going for here. Stop being weird, Wirt. Oh! Alright, that works. What are you talking about, Wirt? You're behaving strangely. Alright, we have another clone generator. Wind pushing left. So where's my goo friend come from? There he is. Is this gonna make the wind go up? And that's the button we need to land on over there. Interesting. How's it going, Laser Lily? Alright. That box is up. Question is this box. The spikes are on this side. How's Mod? How do we move that box? I could shove it in there, but that's not gonna help anything. Oh, I see. Huh. Oh. Oh, this is way easier than I was... Again, overcomplicating things. Oh! He can't pass through there. What bot? Where? There is no bot command. You're very weird. You're confusing everybody. Alright, if he can't pass through the upper area, that means we have to go through the bottom area, which means we have to move that box. Now, don't listen to a word. He's being a crazy man. The timing is basically impossible, though. I would have to hit the button, get down, knock it onto, like, this area, and then continue hitting it over here? There has to be something I'm missing. The bot does not say hello there, General Kenobi. I would know if there was a command that did that. Alright, how? How do we do this? I guess we'll see. No, you see, it's instant. It's instantaneous.
Hello there.
I think you're just hearing things, Wirt. Other people would notice if General Kenobi was saying things. How do we do it? The clone slime can't pass these markers, so it can't go up there, can't go through here, can't go through here. Has to pass through down here. We need something on this switch. I definitely can't move it in an upward fashion. There's spikes under it there. I can move it to the right. There we go. Aha! God damn. This should be fine. No! Retreat! Whatever, it doesn't matter. There we go. Alright, slime friend. Oh, we did it. Oh my god. Why? My impatience. Oh. Son of a bitch. Anyway. I just had to go willy-nilly slapping that button around like a jackass. Sorry. Sorry about that, buddy. Push that over there. Switch them back again. That's okay. First try. Word of the day? There is a word of the day. It's a fine word, if I do say so myself. Word of the day hint. Wirt was eating something similar to it earlier today. Did you send me a message with your word of the day, Lily? I don't remember seeing any unread private messages earlier today. It's possible I forgot because my stupid alerts weren't going off, in which case I apologize. And we'll switch to your word of the day in between games. Oh crap! The gases are corroding the pipes! If so, it's pointless trying to fix this. There's no time left. Gotta report back to the bridge. Slurp. Alright. He can't cross that point, so we need a button to be pressed over here. Oh, sweet lord. That drops that. Interesting. Another one of those liquid pumping devices. Guess they use it for energy. And he can't go past that point either, right? Okay. So we know we need to move my little friend using this box. So let's get him back. It should be safe for him to ride on top, like so. My god. Alright, we want him right here. No! Oh! I need to, like, move so I could still retain some control. So we gotta go quick. So buttons pressed, we go. No! God damn it. What's wrong with Richard? Alright, gotta wait for the wind to be on its way out. What? What happened to my buddy? He was on top of the thing, right? Did he get crushed in the doors? That shouldn't be... That shouldn't be possible. I guess I got off too fast. I forgot to put him on it. Gotta wait now. Nope, not yet. Now. Oh, I see. I see, I see, I see. Okay. All right. I need to use him to hit that button over there. No. 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 This is a tough one. There's a lot of moving parts that you're not used to with this particular game. And I really need to be, like, in a certain range. Which is rather difficult. Hey. Can I have my mouse back, please? Jesus. Oh, sorry about that. The clue was it's something that was eaten by Wirt earlier, but in a kind of esoteric sense. Your mom said that word's offensive? I mean, technically it is rather offensive. It's one of those complicated ones where it's offensive, but because of its old use, probably best not to use that kind of word. More esoteric than that. No. God damn it. Alright, the real complication of this is if I move out of range of my little buddy here, I revert to controlling my original character. And that's very frustrating because then I move further out of range because I'm trying to move. It was a spider while I was sleeping. That's real good. That's real close. Thanks, mate. You're welcome. Alright, we got... Motherfucker. Your hunger for words. It's what his thing was made of. His food was largely composed of blank. Alright. Oh my god, finally. Okay. We got button number 1 done. And I think now we're good. I think I can safely just ride that now. Oh, but I can't ride it, can I? Because I have to press the button and he can't cross the threshold. That means it has to be him. But that doesn't make any sense. That's impossible! Did I read his thoughts? Yeah, we did. Gotta rip off his head. Can't leave any heads behind. You're all very close. And here I thought this would be an easy one. Alright, so if he gets in there, he could reach that box. But what's that do for me? Doesn't do anything. He can't move the box. He doesn't have the pushies. Maybe what we need to do instead is a little bit of this. Alright, very close, Will. There we go. Alright, at least it's over here. Oh, thank God. That's solidly in the... That's not funny range right there. So far, Will Tafty has come the closest. Alright, you little bastard. There, dead center. I had to check. I had to check if there was something down there. It's my curse. Obviously the word's not high. That has nothing to do with it. Mo, the passage is up there. If we could fly up with the wind, we could avoid those plants. If we had to find on, turn that fan off and on. Gotta look around a little bit.
Hello there.
Oh, hi there. What are the clues? You missed them? It's what his word was eating a pulled pork sandwich. It's what the predominant portion of his meal is made of. There, we got a button there, so we gotta push a button. Which means we gotta move some boxes around. You thought your sandwich was made of pulls? It was made of pulls? Alright, so we definitely have to move that there. Oh! Noob is real close. You're so close. Oof, that was a close one. That is definitely involved, Will Tafty.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone...
Krios got it!
That's right!
Scream real loud. First try. Damn it. Krios is a word of the day. Master. As always, Noob hit the pluralized version and not the singular, allowing an easy victory to be usurped from him. No! Ah! I was out of dashes. Take me up there. Bad touch demonstrated. Oh, our final emote has finally been approved, by the way. Son of a bitch, it undid that of all the things to be undone. Ugh. It kept the box up top, but it moved the bottom box, which is crucial for this puzzle to be solved. Crowd control extension? Oh, Mighty Odin. On Wednesday, we are going to be doing a Dark Souls 1 with crowd control and randomized item run. I mean, Lord of the Word could certainly choose to make the word singular or plural. There's the terrible abomination. You can all thank Noob for that one. This is his fault. He inspired it. Alright. Door open. Now we wait. Yes, crowd control does use bits, so save up your bits for Wednesday. So basically we're going to be doing the randomized items. It seems like, based on the Discord vote, that we're going to shuffle the Lord Vessel into the world, but we're not going to shuffle the 4 Lord Souls. And the win condition, of course, is defeat Gwyn. Oh yes, if you're subbed, you automatically get some coins to use. So subs also work, giving you tools to play with in crowd control. Oh yes, Dark Souls, Noob. A game that you've come around on. I heard you now like Dark Souls. That's strange. The resurrection permits for the infected are open, yet the system isn't working. Could it be that they're merely an in-between state and they aren't dead yet? If that's the case, as long as we can find a cure, maybe we could bring them back. I'm very excited. I'm really into the idea of doing a randomized item run. I've never done one before. This will be my first randomized item run in Dark Souls. Alright, we're about to reach the place I mentioned a while back. It's a really chaotic place. And of course, I'm very excited for crowd control. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. You were joking because you're bad at it? Dark Souls is a game that it rewards persistence. Like, if you're willing to take a little bit of time to practice and like work through the hard parts, you'll get it. How does crowd control work? So crowd control is a system where you will be able to essentially trade bits for effects in the video game. So you can make it so for while I'm fighting a boss, you can reduce my health to 1 hit point at any point. So you can heal me, you can make my head big, make my head small, change my gender, like all kinds of wild, fun stuff. You'd rather just piggyback off your friends? That's fine. Did I ever use your word from last Wednesday? I have to check and see in my private messages. I don't remember if I got a new private message from you. I definitely used the first word you sent me a private message for. Will Tafty, you don't like Dark Souls? Dark Souls is my favorite game. If I, like, had to do the Desert Island thing, can only take, like, 1 video game with me, I'm gonna tell you right now, it would be Dark Souls. Interesting. And what's this rotate? You bring Breath of the Wild with you? That's a good choice too. Honestly, it would probably be Bloodborne if I had to take one. I like Bloodborne more than Dark Souls. Maybe Dark Souls 3? Like, Dark Souls 1 has a very special place in my heart. Because it was the first, you know? But I think gameplay-wise, 3 I find more enjoyable to just have in my hands. One, if I could like erase my memory, it would be great every time, because the first time you play Dark Souls is the most special, because you experience the first time, you like cross through an area and like see that environment for the first time. It's hard? See, I'm still of the opinion that Dark Souls isn't like too hard. I think Dark Souls is perfectly fair, and because it's a level-based game where you could basically like level yourself up, you could always level yourself out of a hard part. Or change your equipment, or like work against something's weaknesses, or improve your weaknesses against their attacks. Like, when I think of a hard game that's like proper hard, I always think of older JRPGs where, like, boy, it's just one-hit kill nonsense. It's hard if you don't take your time, yes. There are definitely games that I think are harder. I mean, pick any random NES game, and I would probably say that's harder. Serious, haven't you been too focused recently? I really think you ought to take a break. Let me help. I can take a look at the progress you've made. Well, this is... How'd you think of that? This method, it's... I think we need to better understand this before proceeding. Like old school Nintendo NES hard difficulty NES games. Those are brutally unfair games that I don't find fun, and they're also wildly overly difficult. Whereas Dark Souls I've always found to be, if you take your time, you could probably persevere and overcome. Well, obviously that needs to stay where it was. Actually, I think I want it right here. Just Cause 3, Terraria, all excellent choices. I think I would take either Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. I really like playing those games over and over again. Honestly, Ultimate Noob is pretty close with that Breath of the Wild. That's pretty high up on my Desert Island game playlist. Because that's a game you could play for hours and hours and hours and hours and have a good time. Wind Waker's the best video game of all time, in your opinion? I mean, I really do like Wind Waker. I don't know if I would give it best video game of all time. Because again, Dark Souls exists. Dark Souls might be my pick for best game of all time. Even if I would choose the sequels just because I like them from a gameplay perspective, Dark Souls from like a world building perspective is just phenomenal. Degree of polymerization is 4.5 grams over centimeters squared cubed. Great, this should be, or just CM3 rather. Great, this should be able to handle a long-term supply of energy. Okay, then next. Energy reaction stability ratio is 97.251. Amazing, serious. We're headed in the right direction. We better call Greenbelt about this before it's too late. Miyazaki's the best video game producer of all time. I do love me a Miyazaki-directed video game. I mean, he saved the company. FromSoft was like in a bad way. They were working on Demon Souls. It wasn't really going the way they wanted. Like, they were in a pickle, to put it lightly. And then he showed up and he just completely rewrote the book on their design principles for that game. And he made history. Like, he changed the course of that company and the course of video games for at least a decade. Like, Dark Souls happened. Think about how many games came out after Dark Souls that people describe as being Dark Souls-esque or a Souls-like game or borrow elements of Dark Souls. It's amazing. I gotta tell you, Creedmoor, I am pissed at this coronavirus because Taipei Game Show, they were going to show Elden Ring and they were going to do a big presentation on Elden Ring, and now the game show's been canceled because of the goddamn coronavirus, and that's been pushed back to summer. So I don't know when we're gonna get our news about Elden Ring, and I need my Elden Ring news. I need it. The HD remaster of Wind Waker is amazing, yes. You want to play HD Twilight Princess and HD Wind Waker? Nice. Krios would take Skyrim. Skyrim is a fine choice as well. Like, any game that gives you a lot of variety of play is probably a good choice. It's very popular, but you think it's poo-poo? I don't think Twilight Princess is poo-poo. Like, I don't think it's my favorite Zelda by any means, but I think it's a fine game regardless. Well, that's the thing. The Taipei game show was supposed to happen, I believe in January, February... I think in February. It was supposed to be like this month they were going to do the Taipei game show. Either that or March. And that's the thing, like now that that show's being pushed back to summer, I don't know when we're going to get a preview of this goddamn game. Interesting. Nailed it. But yeah, I do believe it's supposed to be released in the year of our Lord 2020. That closed, right? Alright, so we're definitely supposed to be up here. I'm hoping we didn't miss a goo blob because I am trying to get all this. When I get out, we can leave together. Leave this tower. Leave this weird place behind. Alright. Obviously we need to prevent these lasers from being a thing for a moment. Oh, I wasn't ready for that part yet. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I need to do. There we go. Laser Lily, you're behind. Mr. Peanut's back to life. During the Super Bowl, he was reborn. Oh my god. A little bit overly eager me. I mean, we could still present it in the Mr. Groot kind of way. Baby Groot, I mean. In that, so they killed off Mr. Peanut in like a weird advertising campaign. And during the Super Bowl, during Mr. Peanut's funeral, the Kool-Aid Man shed a tear. It landed on the grave. And a peanut plant grew, and a baby Mr. Peanut emerged. Top hat and monocle included. So, much like Groot, I'm pretty sure Mr. Peanut died, and this is just a new Mr. Peanut. Well, one of 3 things completed that we need to do. Twilight Princess is too linear. I mean, a lot of the 3D Zeldas were fairly linear, like... Wind Waker is kind of... oh no. This is bad. Wind Waker's an exception. But I would say Ocarina of Time is a pretty linear experience. And yes, I do like the look of Twilight Princess as well. Part of the appeal of the Zelda franchise to me is that we get different art styles all the time. Like, it's not always Child Link, it's not always cel-shaded, it's not always dark. We get a nice variety of style. I think that's fun. Alright. Oh, sweet Jesus, come on! He made it. Same Mr. Peanut, new body? How do you know it's the same Mr. Peanut in a new body? Show me your work. It could very easily just be a reborn creature of the same type, like Groot. Dead, but lives again. Well, that didn't work. Damn it. Jeepers. Haha. Wrong direction, wrong direction. Gotta be careful with that direction. Basically, if I want to maintain height, I hold this button. If I want to drop, we let go of it. Start holding it too soon. No! Ugh. Little premature there. Damn it, that was so close. Gotta hold the button. Can't shoot upward, though. Nope. It's the directionality of it, I always forget. Gotta go not that way. Come on. Twilight Princess Zelda is one of the better Zeldas and has Ocarina of Time link in it, which is cool. That's fine. Oh, Midna's great. I love Midna. One of my favorite Zelda characters. Very big fan of Midna. Fuck. Fuck you, Chris. You stupid bastard. God damn it. I am an expert at gauging trajectory in the wind. You meant the character Zelda, not the game. I figured, yes. Oh, you meant the character Zelda is one of the better Zeldas in the franchise. So you don't like Twilight Princess as a game? I feel like you already said you like it. Oh. You do, I figured. Good lord. That one took a moment. It's a good Zelda game with a good Zelda. One more switch to go. Alright, a flight puzzle. These are easy, because it's not a puzzle, it's just manipulating your character around. And no touchy-touchy the ready reds. No problem, easy. This I do worry about, if this is going to become a fast wind. It is going to be a fast wind. Please? Come on. Well, at least it picks up right here. Ooh. Come on, baby. It can't hold it much longer. Alright, what we got going on up here? Interesting. I see. Hey, Mud, how's it going? That is a lot of wind. So the trick here is we need to wait for post top fan blowing. Or just go now? No. Gotta be a bubble. How's it going, Mud? No. I must be bubble me. Oh, we don't want to go during the wind. Wind's bad. I guess I could have, sort of seen that. Fuck. No, I hit that button. That's bad. That's a bad button. It's gonna push it off. Go faster, go faster. Yes, okay, never mind. That hits that button, which is gonna start this from going. You're tired? How am I? I'm always tired. So I understand. Everyone's tired on Monday? Typically, I don't have the Monday tired's because I don't work any of my jobs, but the streaming one on Monday. I'm just tired because I'm an insomniac with, like, comorbid sleep and mood disorders. Alright, it should be a straight shot up and out now.